Hello everyone, I am Jyotiprakash and I welcome all of you to SSC Monk channel. Guys, as you all know, this is the second lecture of our foundation series, that is profit and loss, and in this lecture we'll learn each and everything from basics. If you are a beginner, then you should solely rely on this video. But if you are a repeater and even after putting a lot of efforts, you find these questions trickier or you get stuck in these questions, uh, you start solving this question, utilize 1 to 2 minutes in it, and then you skip these questions and move on to the next. And this is how you attempt less, and this is how you get frustrated and you score less in mathematics, and that's why your selection is not happening. Then this video will ensure that you are 100% ready for profit and loss. And I can assure you that after watching this video, after understanding each and every concepts, you will have zero doubt in profit and loss. See, in this video, we will be learning all the basics of profit and loss percentage, finding selling price, cost price, change in cost price, ratio of cost and selling price, profit or loss on selling price, mixed concepts on profit and loss at different selling price. So let's start with this lecture, guys. See, whenever you will be learning or the concepts or the questions around profit and loss will come, that will completely depend on these three terminologies. First is cost price, then it is selling price, and then it is market price. So cost price is what? It is the price at which you buy something. The price at which you buy something. What is selling price? The price at which you sell something. So for an example, I have to buy a notebook, right? So the price at which the price I will be paying, the price I will be paying to the shopkeeper or the seller, that will be known as the cost price to me. So who will bear cost price? The consumer, whoever, or the purchaser, whoever will be purchasing something, he will bear the cost price. See, these are the important terminologies. You need to have a clarity about it, so that whenever the questions like this with such type of terminologies will come in our next slides or in your examination, it will be much easier for you to understand whether it is asking about cost price or selling price or something else. This is where many of our students get stuck. That's why I'm trying to help you understand these terminologies better. Okay. Now selling price. Selling price means there is a seller associated with it, right? There is a seller associated with it. That means what? He is selling something. He is selling something to you. So selling price is for whom? Selling price is for the seller. Selling price is for the seller. Cost price is for the consumer or whoever is purchasing. Now, what is marked price? Marked price is before the sales process or the buying process. Before the sales or the buy process begins, there is a price. There is a price that indicates price of that particular goods. For an example, you go to a showroom, you see there is a price tag on your jeans, that is 15.99. But are you going to buy this jeans at 15.99? It may be yes or it may be no. Why it may be yes, it may be no? It may be possible that there is no such offer to provide you this particular product at a different rate. There is no such offer or there is no such incentive to provide you this jeans at a different rate. But if the seller wants to, or if the shopkeeper wants to make a sale, he sees that this person has interest in jeans, but he is not ready to pay 15.99 for the jeans. But if I reduce this cost, if I reduce the cost he might be able to purchase it. So what he will do, he will quote you another price. For an example, he says I can give you this jeans at 1099. So what is the new price for you now, or for a consumer or for a purchaser? That is 1099. So if the purchaser, if the consumer agrees to buy these jeans at 1099, see, if the purchaser or if the consumer agrees to pay this price, then this will be sales price for whom? For the seller, and this is the cost price for the consumer. But this was what? This was a marked price that was indicated. This may not be the final price. Okay, this was an indicative in nature. This was not final price. Okay, I hope now you are clear. Now there are two situations. First situation is what? For an example, sir, you told here that sales price of seller is same as cost price of the consumer. Yes, because because here he was a seller, here is a consumer. So the deal or the purchase will only happen when they will agree on something. That's why the cost price of consumer is same as sales price of seller. But for an example, you have purchased these jeans at 1099, but now you are selling these jeans to someone, your friend, at 1299. So you are selling. What you are doing? You are selling. So whoever will be selling something, sales price will be associated with him. Whoever will be purchasing something, the cost price will be associated with him. I hope this is now clear. The cost price will be only associated with whoever is buying that product. The sales price will be associated with it, whoever is selling the product. And mark price is indicative in nature. I hope now we are clear about the pricing, because this is the foundation. Only this thing will ensure that you are understanding each and every question very clearly in our upcoming slides. So this was all about cost price, selling price and mark price. Let's see what is the next thing you will be learning. So here it is saying a toy bought for rupees 72 and sold at 80. See, there are two things here. So first thing, bought for, that means what? Someone has paid a cost, right? If someone is paying the cost, that is what? The cost price. We have already learned from the first slide. Cost price is whatever someone is paying. So cost price is what? 72. Now, a toy is bought for 72 and sold at 80. So if I am selling something, that means it is my sales price, right? It is my sales price, because I will be selling that thing. So here sales price is what? 80. Now there is a transaction we are saying that I purchased a toy at 72 and I sold it at 80. So what is happening? I am gaining some money, right? I paid 72 for this toy, but now I am selling this toy to one of my friend at 80. So what I am getting? I am gaining something. And this gain is known as profit. This gain is known as profit. So profit is it what? Profit means sales price minus cost price. Whatever I will be gaining on and above cost price, whatever I will be or the seller will be gaining above on or above cost price. So I will be write cost price as CP is profit. I hope this is clear. So in this case, profit is equal to what? Sales price was 80 minus cost price is 72. So 80 minus 72 is equal to 8 rupees. So 8 rupees is the profit. 8 rupees is the profit or gain. What is it? Profit or gain of this whole transaction. I hope now you are clear about what is profit. So profit is whatever the extra amount that you will be gaining over or on the cost price, it will be known as profit. Okay. Now the next concept. Sir, I bought a t-shirt for 120, but it was old. Nobody was ready to buy it at 120 or more than 120. So I had to sold it for 100. This question is about everything. So a t-shirt is bought for 120 and sold it at 100. So sir, as you have already informed me, bought, that means what? I have paid a price for it. Paid a price for it. This means what? This means it is a cost price to me because I have paid the cost to it. So cost price is what? 120. Now I am selling this thing to someone else. So if I am selling this at different price, this will be what? This will be my sales price. Here in this case, sales price is what? 100 rupees. Now, see, I bought something at a higher rate. Now I am selling it at a lower rate. That means I am not gaining something, right? I am not getting anything additional money. I am losing my money. What I am doing? In this whole transaction, I am losing my money because I have already paid 120 for that, but now I am getting 100 for it. So whenever the concept of losing of money will come, it will be all about what? It will be all about loss. So loss is what? Loss is the amount of money the seller, the loss is the amount of money the seller lose on or above cost price will be known as loss. So in this case, loss was what? Loss is cost price because higher amount was cost price, lower amount was sales price. So whatever amount I lost over cost price, whatever amount I lost over cost price will be my loss amount. So cost price minus sales price. Cost price minus sales price is known as loss amount. So loss amount is this. So this is the formula for loss amount. Now in this case, loss is equal to what? Loss is equal to cost price minus sales price, that was 100. So I have lost what? I have lost 20 rupees in it. So this is how loss is being calculated, and this is how profit is being calculated. So profit is what? Sales price minus cost price is profit, but in loss, cost price minus sales price. Okay, so if I have to write it in a simpler term, whenever cost price is greater than sales price, what will happen? Profit will happen. Seller or the consumer, whoever it is there, sorry, whenever cost price is less than, my apology, my bad. Whenever cost price is less than sales price, profit will happen. That means what? The seller, the purchaser, okay, in the whole transaction, the seller will gain the money. The seller will have much more money. But if the cost price is greater than sales price, in that case loss will happen. What will happen? Loss. Here in this case cost price was higher than sales price, that's why in this whole transaction there was a loss. But sir, if in some case cost price is equal to sales price, what will happen then? Then there is no profit or no loss. So whenever the cost price will be equal to sales price, there will be no profit and no loss. See, this is the second most important thing you need to remember. And in every scenario, the profit, let me mark it as a star mark, profit and loss, they will always be calculated on cost price. Otherwise that will give you a wrong notion or your calculation will be wrong. But if there are certain scenarios or there are certain questions in it, there will be seeing something different, then we will handle it accordingly. But in most of the cases profit and loss are calculated on what? It is calculated on cost price. I hope now this is clear to each and every one of you. Okay, let's move on. Now, sir, profit and loss as percentage. See, in the last class, what I have told you, whenever I was telling you 8 is what percentage of 10, so what we used to do? We used to do 8 divided by 10 multiplied by 100 percentage equal to 10 tens are 8, 80%, right? So 8 is how much percent of 10? 80% of 10. This is how we used to calculate, right? This is how we used to calculate the percentage. So in profit case as well. So in profit case, how will be the question? Profit is what percentage of what? See, in the last slide what I have told you, profit will be always calculated on cost price. So here profit is what percentage of what? In place of what it will be? Profit is what percentage of cost price. So now if I have to calculate the profit percentage, so my profit percentage, that means profit is what percentage of cost price. I can write it like this: profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. I hope this is clear. This is same as the example over here. 8 is what percentage of 10. So here if I have to calculate the profit percentage, it will be like profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. Same goes for loss percentage, because loss percentage is what? Loss percentage is lost is what percentage of cost price. Loss percentage means what? What is the percentage of loss on cost price? So how it will be calculated? Loss divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. This is clear to each and every one of you. Okay. So now let's solve these two questions. Sir, a toy is bought for 72. Bought means I have paid a cost, so cost price is 72. Sir, it is sold at 80. So the selling price is what? 80. So here cost price is less than selling price. That means profit will happen, sir. So profit is what? Profit is sales price minus cost price. So sales price was 80 minus cost price was 72. So my total profit is 80. But I am asked, this question has asked about profit percentage. This question is about profit percentage. So profit percentage means what? Profit on the cost price. Profit on the cost price multiplied by 100 percentage. Profit on the cost price multiplied by 100 percentage. So in this case, my profit is what? 8 rupees. My cost price is what? 72 rupees. Multiplied by 100%. So if I divide 8 by 8, I will get 1. If I divide 72 by 8, I will get 9. So it will be 100 by 9 percentage. And if you have already done your homework that was given in your last class, you will know 100 by 9 percentage is equal to 11.11 percentage. So the profit percentage in this question is what? 11.11%. The profit percent is what? 11.11%. I hope now you are clear how we are finding this. Now, let's check the second question. Sir, a t-shirt bought for 120. Bought, that means it's a cost price. Sir, so cost price will be 120. Now, the t-shirt is sold at 100. Sir, sold means it is selling price. So selling price is 100. Sir, as you have already informed us in the last slide that if cost price is less than sales price, it's profit. If cost price is greater than sales price, it is loss. So in this case, we are seeing cost price is greater than sales price. So here loss will happen. So loss means what? Cost price minus sales price is equal to, here cost price is my 120 minus sales price is equal to 100. So I'm losing what? I'm losing 20 rupees. But I have been asked what is to find out the loss percentage. So my question is about loss percentage, not about loss. So loss percentage is what? Loss percentage means loss divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. So here in this case loss is 20. My cost price is 120 multiply by 100%. So now if I solve it, if I divide 20 by 20, I will get 1. If I divide 120 by 20, I will get 6. 20 multiplied by 6 is equal to 120. That's what I have done here. So it is 1 into 100. That is 100% divided by 6. So if you have already solved the homeworks I have already given, you will know, sir, 100 divided by 6. What is it? 100 divided by 6 is equal to 16.67%, sir. Will be equal to 16.67%. So in this case, in the second question, my answer or my loss percentage is 16.67%. I hope now this is clear to each and every one of you on how to calculate profit, then how to calculate profit percentage, same how to calculate loss and how to calculate loss percentage. Now our basic understanding about profit and loss is clear. Let's solve few more questions so that you will be ready. You will be equipped with these concepts and you will be much more, stronger or confident in profit and loss. Let's see the question. Sir, here cost price is 8,000, sales price is 5,000 and it is given I have to calculate loss. And also we know loss, whenever loss will happen, cost price will be higher than selling price, right? So I think many of my students have already solved this question. So here loss is equal to what? Cost price minus sales price, that is cost price 8,000 minus sales price 5,000 is equal to 8,000 minus 5,000 is equal to 3,000. But sir, I have asked loss percentage. So loss percentage means what? Loss divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. So now in this case, what is my loss? My loss is 3,000. What is my cost price? Cost price is 8,000 already given. Multiply by 100 percentage. So if I solve it, all 0 will cross each other. So it will be 3 by 8 into 100%, or I can write 3 into 100 is equal to 300% divided by 8. And if I solve this question, I will find it like this. See, if you have already completed the homework, this will be simple for all of you. But if you haven't solved it, how you can solve it? 300 divided by 8, 8 3s are 24, 60, 8 7, 8 8s are 64, so it will be 8 7, 8 7s are 56, 4 is left, so you can't divide now. There will be decimal, there will be 0, so 8 5s are 40. So now what is my answer? 37.5 percentage. If you have already done the homework of percentage, you would not need this. You would not waste your time over this calculation. You will simply write 37.5, because I have already told you 1 by 8 is equal to 12.5 percentage. 2 by 8 is equal to 2 by 8 can be written as 1 by 4, or it is 25 percentage. Same 3 by 8 is equal to, I can write 3 by 8 as 3 multiplied by 1 by 8, right? I can write it this way. So 3 multiplied by 1 by 8 is equal to what? 12.5%. So if I multiply 3 into 12.5, it will be 37.5 percentage. Same, if I have to calculate 4 by 8, I can write 4 into 1 by 8, or I can write 4 into 12.5 percentage, which will be equal to 60 percentage, which will be, sorry, 50, which will be equal to 50 percentage. So this is how percentage chapter will help you solve questions faster in case of profit and loss. That's why the first lecture is much more important. Now, this is a homework for you. You solve it. The cost price is given, the sales price is given. Just find out the loss percentage. Okay. Now, the next question. Sir, here it is asked about finding the profit percentage. Sir, when profit will happen? Whenever cost price is less than sales price. So we can see cost price is less than sales price is higher. Sir, profit is equal to, you will say, sales price minus cost price, because sales price is higher. So in this case, sales price is equal to 8,000 minus cost price is equal to 5,000 is equal to 3,000. What is it? 3,000. But I was asked profit percentage. So in order to find profit percentage, what I need? I need profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100 percentage. This is the formula that we have already learned. So here my profit is what? 3,000. Now if I ask you what is my cost price, sir, it is 5,000. Now I have to multiply 100% with it in order to find the percentage. 0 will cross each other. It will be 3 into 100% into divided by 5. So it is 300% by 5. And if I divide it, 5 6 is 30, 0. So it is 60%. How I am getting it? You know, if you divide 300 by 5, you will get 60. So here in this case, my profit percentage is what? It is 60%. Now, I hope you are able to understand how we are calculating profit percentage. Now, how we are solving this question, then only you will get the answer. Okay. Now, this is your homework. So till now, we learn what is cost price, what is sales price, what is marked price. We understand what is profit, then loss, then profit percentage, then loss percentage. See, within this small amount of time, you have learned this many concepts. Everything is easy, and I am right here to help you out with your each and every concepts. You can reach out to me. I can solve all your queries, all your doubt, and you will be ready for any sort of examination, and you can attempt each and every math questions through this. Just ensure you are doing each and everything that I'm sharing with you. Okay, so I hope you are completing the homework. Now let's move to the next question and see, I have 100% confidence on you that these are the previous year questions and you have already understood the concepts and you won't be very much confused, or it won't be a trouble for you to solve such questions. Okay, so let's see whether you are ready to solve some questions or not. See here, what is it saying? Here it is saying cost price of an article is 1440. So cost price is what? 1440 and its selling price is 1800 and its selling price is 1800. So as you all know, if selling price is higher than cost price, then what will happen? Then profit will happen. So profit means what? Sales price minus cost price. So if I deduct 1440 out of 1800, how much I will get? See, in mathematics there are two things. First, in order to do your calculation better, you can always work on that math workout app, or if in any scenario you are not able to, in some scenario you are not able to crack the question, you will always do what? The seller method. See, if you have already purchased vegetables or you have shopped from a common market, you know how these guys calculate questions, or they return you the money very fast even if you can't match their speed, how they are doing. So this is the trick, you can use it. See, I have to deduct 1440 out of what? 1800, right? So the first thing I will be doing, I will make sure this 1440 to a nearest whole number. So 1440, if I add 60, it will be 1500. Now what is the difference between 1800 and 1500? It is 300. So my total difference will be 300 plus 60 is equal to 360. What I did, if I had to deduct 1440 out of 1800, it was a bit tougher for me. So what I did, I converted 1440 to a nearest number by this number. Now I can deduct these both number very easily, right? So now this is my deduction. 1800 minus 1500 is equal to 300, and this was the difference between 1500 and 1440. So it was 60 plus 300, it is 360. For an example, if I say you are here and you are purchasing my book, which is 980, okay, but you gave me a 2000 rupees note. So this is the note you gave me and I have to take 980 out of it. So how I will do it? So first thing I will do what? I will add something to make it a whole number. So the nearest whole number is what? 1000. So how much I need to add? 980 plus 20 is equal to 1000. So my first difference is 20. Now 2000 minus 1000 is what? 1000. So how much money I have to return you? I have to return you 1020 rupees. I do not need a calculator. Why? Because I can calculate the whole thing over my head. Okay, so this is how you can see. This is all about the practices. If you put into the practice, if you find this whole thing is matching your speed or your understanding, then that's good. If it's not matching, you can always follow the traditional method. So this is the tricks I wanted to inform you guys. Okay, now if I have to deduct 1440 out of 1800, my answer was 360. So what is my profit? 360 is my profit. But now it has asked about what is my profit percentage. So profit percentage equal to profit divided by cost price multiply by 100%. In this case, my profit is equal to 360 divided by cost price 1440 multiply by 100%. 0 will cross out. See, now you can solve it in different ways. So the first thing you should be trying, you should solve it 36 divided by 9 will be equal to 4. 36 divided by 9 will be equal to 4, and 144 divided by 9 will be 16. So if you know the table, it will be easier for you. So 16 multiplied by 9 is equal to 144. 4 multiplied by 9 is equal to 36. So I divided both the number by 9. Now these both number can be divided by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. 4 divided by 6 is equal to 4. That means 4 multiplied by 4 is equal to 16. So now my remaining part is 1 by 4 into 100%, or I can say 100% by 4. And if I solve it, I will get what? 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25%. See, all these things has already been given in your homework. You just need to do it. Okay. So 25% is my profit percentage. See, after spending only 20-15 minutes, you are now able to solve SSC MTS question. This is the strength of mathematics. Only if you understand the concept well, you will be able to solve each and every question. But unless until you have a conceptual clarity, everything will be tougher for you. That's why we see repeaters again and again. They are preparing for the examination and they are not scoring well. Why they don't score well? Because they are not working on their conceptual clarity. They try to only solve PYQs without understanding anything, without building a solid grip over it. Okay, and those who create solid grip over their conceptual clarity, they will excel, they get selected easily. Okay, so this was all about the profit and loss, and this was all about what should be your approach. Okay, now let's solve this question. This is also a PYQ. So in this case, Ram bought a TV for 65,500. Bought, that means he paid a price, that is cost price. So cost price is 65,500. Ram sold it for 89,080. So the selling price is 89,080 rupees. Here we saw, sir, there is a higher side in selling price and lower side in cost price. That means profit will happen. So profit is equal to what? Sales price minus cost price. So 89,080 minus cost price, that is 65,500. Now see, I will tell you how quickly I can solve it. So 65,500, if I add 500 to it, it will be what? 66,000. So 500 I have already added. Now if I have to deduct 89,000 out of 66,000, it will be what? It will be 23,000. Now 500 is also there, and 80 rupees difference. 80 rupees difference is also there between 89,000 and 89,080. So my total difference is what? 85, 23,580. 23,580 is my total difference. 23,580 is my total difference, and that's my profit. But here my work is not done. My work is all about profit percentage. So how it will be calculated? Profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. So if I have to calculate it, profit is equal to 23,580 divided by what is the cost price in this case? The cost price, sir, it has been already clearly given, that is 65,500 multiplied by 100. So how can I solve it? So I have two options. Either I will try to cross multiply. Either I will try to cross multiply these both things and then solve it, or I can do one thing. I can cross out the 0. So now my question is 2358 divided by 655. So now if I have to solve this, 655 by 23,580. 655 by 23,580. How would I solve it? So sir, as we know, 600 multiplied by 4 will be 2400. So we know 655 multiplied by 3 will somewhere less than 2400. So 3 5s are 15, 3 5 15, 1 16, 6, 1 655 multiplied by 3 will be this type of answer, 15 1, 16 1, 19. I told you 1965. And if I have to solve it, how do I solve it? 3930. So this is the difference. Now, if I multiply 4 or 6 or 8, I will get what? I will get my answer for 3930. So now if I multiply 4, it will somewhere close around 2400, 2500. But if I multiply 6, if I multiplied by 6, so it will be 6 5s are 30, 3 out there, 6 5s are 30 plus 3, 33, 3 out here, 6 6 are 36, 3 39. So it is 3930. So if I multiply 655 by 36, I'll get what? I'll get my answer. That is, the profit is 36%. So the profit percentage is what? Profit percentage is 36%. I hope now you are able to clear how to find out the answer. So this was all about the calculation. If you can solve the calculation in timely manner, you can get your answer. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Sir, here it has written 52, and this is an interesting question. See, sir, 52 oranges are bought for 156. 52 oranges. That means 52 oranges cost price is 156. So one orange cost price is what? 156 by 52. If 10 chocolates are 50 rupees. If 10 chocolates are 50 rupees. One chocolate is equal to what? 50 rupees divided by 10, that is 5. So the same method we are using here. So one orange will be 156 by 3, and if I solve it, I'll get 3. So the value, the price of one orange is 3. Okay. So the cost price of one orange is 3. Now, sir, it was sold at the rate of 40 per dozen. Dozen mean what? Dozen mean 12 items. So the selling price of 12 item is what? 48. So the sale price of one item will be 48 divided by 12 is equal to 12 4s are 48. So now, sir, as we can see here, the cost price of one orange, the cost price of one orange is 3 rupees, and the selling price of one orange is 4 rupees. So there is a gain in sales. So I'm gaining something. So there will be a profit, right? So the profit will be sales price minus cost price is equal to sales price 4 minus cost price 3 is equal to 1. So my profit is 1 rupees on each orange. My cost price is 1 rupees on each orange. Now, how many oranges do I have? I have 52 oranges. So profit from 52 oranges is equal to 1 multiplied by 52. That is 52 rupees. Now, what was my cost price of 52 oranges? 156. So my profit percentage will be equal to profit divided by cost price multiply by 100%. Or I can write profit is equal to 52, cost price is equal to 156 multiplied by 100%. And if I solve it, I will get 3. So it will be 100% divided by 3, that is 33.33%. So this is my profit percentage of this transaction. But why do we need to get to this point? This is not necessary. This is not necessary. See, if I am purchasing one pant for 100 rupees and I am selling it for 120, how much I will get? 20 rupees I will get. Okay. If I purchase 10 pant, 100 each. So what is the cost I am paying? 100 multiplied by 10 is equal to 1000. And if I'm selling it at 120, my sales price will be what? 1200. 120 multiplied by 10 is equal to 1200. Now my profit percentage is what? 1200 minus 1000, that is 200. So my profit percentage is what? My profit is 1200 minus 1000, that is 200. Now this 200 is my profit on my cost price 1000. So if I have to calculate profit percentage, it will be profit divided by profit percentage multiplied by 100%. And if I solve it, I'll get, if I divide 1000 by 200, I'll get 5. So it will be 100% divided by 5 is equal to 520 is 100%. So my profit percentage is what? 20%. Or I can simply write 20 was my profit in one pant. Each pant cost price and each pant selling price was same. So I can do what? 20 divided by cost price of one pant multiplied by 100%, and I can get profit percentage. So in this particular question, what we learn? In this particular question, we'll learn the most important thing for our examination, because exam is not all about knowing the concepts well. Exam is all about implementing that concept, solving the question in a timely manner so that your score is better than others. So how your score will be better than others? If you do it fast. So our concept in this video is, if x number of items are there, and profit of each item is, or profit percentage. So if x number of items are there with same cost price, and selling price, profit percentage of each item is equal to total profit percentage of x number of items. As we learn here, profit percentage of 52 oranges is 33.31%. And here, if I have to calculate profit of one orange, it will be profit, that is 1, divided by cost of one orange, that is 3, multiplied by 100%. So it will be 100 by 3% equal to 33.33%. So if x number of items are there with same cost price and sales price, profit percentage of each item is equal to total profit percentage of x number of items. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. This is the most important thing, because if you remember this thing, you do not need to do all this calculation over here. In the in only two steps, you will be able to solve this question. Okay. Now let's see the next question. See, this is easy. Same dozen. So this is a homework for you. This is homework number 4. Sir, if the cost price is 66% of selling price. See, I have already informed you. Whenever it is written like this, cost price is X percentage of selling price. How will I write it? X percent means X by 100 multiplied by selling price. What is this? Sir, selling price will be written as X by 100 into sales price. So here in my question, it is written that cost price is 66% of selling price. So how I can write it? 66 by 100 into selling price. Or I can write if I take cost price to this side, I can write cost price divided by selling price is equal to 66 by 100. Here it was multiplied. In the left side it will be divided. So this is a what? It's a fraction. In this fraction, on the above it is what? Cost price. On the below it is what? Sales price. So in this side as well, it will be, the numerator will be cost price. The denominator will be sales price. So in this whole transaction, cost price is what? 66. Sales price is what? 100. We are seeing sales price is greater than cost price. So profit will happen, right? So profit is equal to what? Sales price minus cost price, that is 100 minus 66 is equal to 66 plus 4, 70, 70 plus 30, 100. So difference is 34. So what is my profit? 34. But sir, you have to calculate profit percentage. So profit percentage is equal to profit divided by sales price or cost price. It is cost price multiplied by 100%. So profit is 34, cost price is 66 multiplied by 100. So how I can solve it? I can solve it like this. So I will divide 66 by 2, 33. I will divide 34 by 2, it is 17. So 17 into 100 is equal to 77 divided by 33. And if I try to solve it, 1700 divided by 33, I will get my answer. Now, if I multiply 6 here, it won't get me my answer. Why? Because 33 multiplied by 6 will be more than 1800. So it will be 33 multiplied by 5. So 33 multiplied by 5 is equal to 5 3s are 15. 1 out there, 5 3s are 15 into 16. So if I minus it, I will get 5. 0 will come over here. Now 33 multiplied by 2. 33 multiplied by 2 will be 66. I can't do that. So it will be 33 multiplied by 1. So it is 33. So if I have to deduct it, it will be what? So 33 plus 7 is equal to 40. 40 plus 10 is equal to 50. So the total difference is 10 plus 7, that is 17. But I can't solve 17 or divide 17 by 33. So I'll put a decimal here. So it will be 170. See, in the first case we had 170 and here also we get 170. So it will be same as 51.51, then 51, then 51. If we solve it, we'll get the answer. I'm just trying to help you because the same number will be divided again with 33. So the same answer will come. So I can write 1700 by 33 percentage as 51.52 percentage. And you can mark your answer and get it 2 mark out of it. Or what you can always do, see, once you are done at this step, check whether only 51 is available in the answer. So if 51 is only available, nothing, for an example, if there was another option that is 51.23, so we have to find out a number or the answer after decimal. But here only 51 is available. So why do I need to solve this question? I can simply tick mark my answer and get out of this question and get 2 marks by saving some time. So I hope now you are clear how to find out the percentage of a profit. Now we learn about percentage, we solved few questions. Now finding selling price. What we'll do? Finding selling price. So from the beginning you are saying profit will be always equal to sales price minus cost price. And you told us loss is equal to cost price minus sales price. Now how can we find out selling price? You don't have to worry. First thing, if profit is equal to sales price minus cost price, can I write sales price is equal to cost price plus profit? The amount or the cost that I paid for that particular product plus the gain I got will get me what? My sales price. In the first question, 72 was the cost price of the toy. 80 rupees was the selling price of the toy. So I can write selling price as cost price plus my profit amount, right? Here my profit amount is 72 plus 8. So that is my sales price. So I can write sales price as cost price plus profit. So I can write what? Sales price as cost price plus profit. And I can write here sales price as cost price minus loss. So we got two formulas for it. So whenever we are asked with sales price, we can either take cost price plus profit method or cost price minus loss. Okay. So I hope now you are clear. If I have to calculate selling price in the next slide, you will be able to solve it. I hope this is clear. If not clear, pause the video, rewatch it again. But you need to get it clear in your head. Okay. Now, sir, 8,000. Sir, 8,000 in by cost. Profit percentage is what? Profit percentage is 10%. Find SP. So, I told you sales price is equal to what? Cost price plus profit. But here profit is not given. Profit percentage is given. So what we know? So we'll solve it in two ways. So for the first way, sir, profit percentage is equal to profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. Okay. So here in this case, profit percentage is what? 10%. Profit percentage is what? 10%. So if I am writing 10% here, I do not have to. If I am writing 10% here, I do not have to worry about anything else. I simply have to put out the formulas. I simply have to put out the formulas. So now profit is unknown to me because I don't know what is the profit. Now it is cost price. Cost price is what? 8,000. So in place of cost price, we will write 8,000 multiplied by 100%. So 100, 0 will cut out. So now percentage will cut out percentage. So now my answer is what? 10 is equal to profit divided by 80. Because 0 will cut out, symbols are cut out. Now this is happening. So now this 80 will come this side and it will get multiplied. So now my profit will be what? 80 multiplied by 10 is equal to 800. Now here my sales price, cost price was 8,000 plus profit price was 800. My answer is 8,800. So this is my sales price. So this was one method. Or the next method you can say, see, if I am saying this is my cost price. Okay. My cost price was 100. I made a profit of 10 rupees on it. I made a profit of 10 rupees on it. So what is my sales price? 100 plus 10, that is 110. If I'm saying I have my cost price is 200 and my profit amount is 20. What will be my sales price? 220. If I say my cost price is 100, my profit percentage is 15. What is my selling price? It will be 100 plus 15, that is 115. I hope you all are clear. Now, percentage is always what? Percentage is always per 100, right? So if I'm saying I am getting 10% profit, this means what? I am gaining 10 rupees on every 100 rupees cost price. If I am gaining 10%, that means I am gaining 10% per 100. So I am gaining 10 rupees on every 100 cost price. So if my cost price is 100 and my profit percentage is 10%, my profit will be 10. But if my cost price is 200 for an example, and my gain percentage or my profit percentage is 10%, so it will be for first 100, for first cost price 100, my profit percentage is 10. For next 100, it will be 10 again. Or I can write it as 200 divided by, this is the basic amount, 100 multiplied by my profit amount. My profit amount. I can write it like this. What I did the profit percentage multiplied by the cost price. What I did the profit percentage multiplied by the cost price. Then I will get what? Then I will get my profit amount. Then I got my profit amount. So here in this particular case, what we can do? We can simply do 10 multiplied by 8000 divided by 100 is equal to profit. So if I solve it, I'll get my answer, that is 800 was my profit, and my sales price is cost price plus sales price. I hope now you know the second method. So how to find out profit? So profit, formula for profit is equal to profit percentage multiplied by cost price divided by 100. So this is how you will get your profit. Same it is for loss. So if I say my cost price was 100 and my loss was 20 rupees. So I sold it at what? 100 minus 20, that is 80 rupees. So I can write it like this. My loss percentage on every 100% into my total cost price, will be my loss amount. This is the loss percentage. Okay. So the formula for loss is equal to loss percentage multiplied by cost price divided by 100. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Here cost price is what? 9430. Loss percentage is what? 20%. It will be divided by what? 100. So 0 will cross out. 943 multiplied by 2 is equal to 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 19s are 18. This is what? This is my loss percentage. But I have to find out the SP. So SP is equal to what? Cost price minus loss. So if I solve 9430 minus 1886, I will get my answer. So same methodology. 1886 plus 4 equal to 90 plus 10 is equal to 1900. So 1886 plus 14 is equal to 1900, and 1900 and the difference. So I will do it like this. It will be 75,000, 16, 14 and 30, 44. So 94,000 minus 94,400 minus 1900 was 7,500. So I hope now you are able to understand how I got. Now you are able to understand how I got my answer. Okay. So 7544 is the sales price. 7544 is the sales price. I hope now you are able to understand how to find out profit percentage, how to find out profit, how to find out loss from loss percentage. Okay. Now Next question. An item is purchased for 7,000, sold making 15% profit. What is the selling price? Sir, as we all know, profit is equal to profit percentage multiplied by cost price divided by 100. So here profit percentage is 15 multiplied by cost price is equal to 7,000 divided by 100. 0 will cancel out. 15 multiplied 7 is equal to 105. 10 will be there. So my profit is 1050. Cost price is 7,000. So my sales price is 7,000 plus 1050 equal to 8050. This is my sales price. See, this is quite easy because we know the formula and we know how to implement it. Now, let me help you with another methodology, because this class is all about making you smart. This class is all about making you intelligent. So, if I am saying cost price 100, profit percentage 10, that means 10 rupees profit on 100. So my sales price is what? 110, right? You are simply adding these two things. So if I say my cost price is 100, my selling profit percentage is 15. So my sales price is what? My sales price will be 115. If I say my cost price is 200 and profit percentage is 15%, so what will be my sales? So 15% of 20, 200. 15% multiplied by 200. 15 rupees on each 100. I am gaining, my profit is 15 rupees on each 100 rupees cost price. So in 200 it will be 30 rupees. If I am gaining 15 rupees out of 100. So out of 200 how much I will gain? 30. So now 15% of 200, that is my profit. That is 30. Now what is my sales price? 200 plus 30, that is 230, right? Are you getting my point? Are you understanding how I'm finding out? So whenever you are given with such type of questions, how will you solve it? So here in this case it was easier for you, right? It was easier for you. That's why you could have solved it. That's why you could solve it. But if it is a complicated number, if it is a huge number, how do you solve it? So first thing, we knew, for an example, profit was 15%. So on 100 rupees cost price, I am gaining 15%. So on 1 rupees cost price, how much I will gain? 15 by 100. So on 200 cost price, how much I will gain? 15 by 100 into 200. This is my cost price. Now I say this will be 30, and now you are getting the answer. But if I say, if 15% gain is given, so on 100 how much you are gaining? How much is your sales price? 115, right? On 100 cost price, what is your selling price? 115. So if I say, if X is a cost price and you have to find out the sales price of it, you have to find out the sales price of it, how would you solve it? You will solve it like this. You will solve it like this. Sales price is equal to 115 divided by 100 multiplied by actual cost price. How did you solve? Sales price is equal to 115 divided by 100 into actual cost price. This was what? See, this was the sales price. This was the cost price. For an example, this was the cost price and this is the gain we are getting. So how did I find out? Sales price divided by cost price is equal to 115 by 10. So if I do not know what is sales price, I can simply multiply cross cost price here and get my sales price. So this is how you will be solving this question. So see, 115 is what? 115 is nothing but 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100 multiplied by cost price. This is what I'm writing. So if in a question like this is given and you have to find out the sales price of it, you will simply do what? 100 plus profit percentage, that is the x% divided by 100 multiply by the cost price, you will get your answer. If I do this, I will get my answer. So in this question, sales price was not known, right? So 100 plus 15. So 100 plus 15 divided by 100 multiplied by cost price was 7,000. So if I solve it, I'll get what? 100 plus 15 is equal to 115 multiplied by 700, and I will get my answer. That is 8050. If you solve it, you will get the answer. This is how we will be solving in our upcoming question, and this is the formula for it. Sales price is equal to 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100 into cost price. Now, here in this case, a person purchase an item, that means cost price is equal to 3000. Sales profit percentage. Now you do not need to find out the percentage of anything or profit amount. You can simply put out the formula. As I have already told you, sales price is equal to 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100 multiplied by cost price. You will be simply implementing this formula. So here sales price will be 100 plus X, the profit percentage is 18, divided by 100 into cost price 3000. So it will be 100 plus 18 is equal to 118 divided by 100 multiplied by 3000. 0 will cancel out, and if I solve it, I'll get 3540. How I find out? 3 18s are 54, 3 3s are 3, 0 will come here. 3540 is my selling price. So I do not have to calculate profit now. Then I do not have to add cost price plus profit and get sales price. I can simply use this formula and get my sales price. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Now, sir, this was quite easy for profit. Please tell us something if loss percentage is given. See, if cost price was 100 and I am making 10% loss, that means I am losing 10 rupees on every 100 rupees cost price, right? So my sales price is what? 100 minus 10, that is 90. 100 minus 10, that is 90. So if I will say what is my cost price by sales price, you will say your cost price was 100, your sales price was 90. So this is your cost price divided by sales price. Or I can say cost price divided by sales price is equal to 100 divided by 100 minus loss percentage. Here the loss percentage is 10. So this is the what? This is the given ratio, the fraction. And if I am asked find out my selling price, so sales price will go there, this side, and the whole thing will come this side. So this will crisscross each other. So cost price multiplied by 100 minus loss percentage will be equal to what? 100 into sales price. Now sales price only will be cost price multiplied by 100 minus loss percentage divided by 100. This 100 is multiplied here, it will come this side, it will be divided. So this is the formula. I have written it a bit, differently. So sales prices will be what? 100 minus loss percentage divided by 100 into cost price. So this is the new formula. If profit is not given and loss is given, how do you find out the sales price? We'll find out the sales price like this. Okay. The basic or the most important thing for each and every one of us is to understand cost price by sales price in case of loss will be 100 divided by 100 minus x. See, if I'm writing minus x, that means it is less than 100, right? And in case of loss, my sales price will be always less than cost price, right? So I will put minus sign of 1. I will put minus sign in case of loss. Now 100 and minus x will come in the numerator or denominator. It will always come in the denominator or in the side of sales price. If sales price is on the above, if it is written as sales price by cost price, so 100 minus x, because it is less than 100, so it will come on the upper side, on the sales price side and the cost price. So you need to understand this fraction, how this fraction work. Same if it is for profit. Profit means what? It is plus. It is more than cost price. So my sales price by cost price will be 100 plus x by 100. So if you remember this two most important fraction, you can solve each and every questions easily without any single hesitation or without taking much more time in your real examination. Okay. So this was the basic of it. Let's solve this question. Here in this question it is given Raju sold an article to Ravi at a profit of 10%. Raju sold to Ravi. So I can say if Raju's cost price was 100, he sold it to Ravi at a 10%, right? Profit. So the sales price is 110. This is the price that Ravi paid to purchase that item. I hope you are getting my point. 10% profit. That means 10 rupees profit on each 100 rupees. So here 100 rupees my base. So I got 10% profit and I find out the cost price or the selling price is 110. Now Ravi is selling this price to Ramu at a loss of 10%. At a loss of 10%. So if I say 10% loss, if I say, and this is now my new cost price because this is the price, this was the cost that Ravi paid to purchase that article. Now Ravi is selling that article at 10% loss. So what is my sales price? So as you know sir, sales price by cost price is equal to 100 and here it is loss, 100 minus x by 100. So here x percentage is 10%. So 100 minus 10 by 10, 100 sorry. So it is 90 by 100. So selling price by cost price is 90 by 100. Now my cost price is what? 110. So selling price will be 90 divided by 100 multiplied by this cross price will come and multiply this side is 110. So if I solve it, I will cross out 0, 0 and I'll get 99. So 99 is my sales price or the Ravi's sales price. For what? For the article. So 99 is the amount to be paid by Ramu to purchase the article. First Raju had it for 100 rupees. He sold it at 10% gain. So Ravi bought it at 110. So the cost price for Ravi was 110. Now Ravi sold it to Ramu at 10% loss. We find out that amount. So we got 99 is the selling price of Ravi. So the selling price of Ravi means that is the price at which Ramu purchased the article. So now Ramu purchased the article at 99. When Ramu purchased the article 99. So 99, this is for Ramu. The article price is 99 for Ramu when article price is 100 for Raju. See, in this case, same article was sold. So the same article was 99 for Ramu, but the article was 100 for Raju. Or I can say the article for which Raju paid 100, it is 99 for Ramu. So if Ramu pays 99 for something, Raju will paid 100 for that. I hope this is clear to all. If Ramu is paying 99 for this thing, the cost price for Ramu is 99, the cost price for Raju is 100. But in this case it is given Ramu paid 1485 to Ravi. So the cost price of Ramu, that was 99. So its 99 is equal to what? 1485. His 99 is what? His 99 is 1485. See, this is the methodology through which we will be solving the question. This is the methodology through which we will be solving the question. So you need to understand each and every concept very carefully. Here we find out if 99 is Ramu paying, Raju will pay 100. So but in this case 1485 is paid by Ramu. So I can say 99 of Ramu is equal to 1485, because that is how we are creating the relation. Let me write it again. Let me write it again so that you will understand it very clearly. So here we made a sense out of only percentage that if Raju is selling article to Ravi at 10% profit and Ravi is selling Ramu to loss of 10%, Ramu will pay 99. So whatever is Ramu paying after these two transactions, 10% profit and 10% loss, it will be equivalent to 99. It will be equivalent to 99, or I can say 99x. I can say 99x. So if I say Raju's price was 100 and x, he sold it at 10% profit, it will be 110x, and now Ramu is paying 99x for that particular amount. So 99x is what? 99x is nothing but 1485. So now x is what? 1485. 99 is multiplied here, it will come to this side and it will be divided. It will be divided. So now if I try to solve this question, what will be my answer? So I will simply divide 1485 divided by 99. 1485 divided by 99. Sir, 99 is close to 100. Okay. So if I multiply 2, it will be around 200. So I can't multiply 2, I will multiply 1. So 99 multiplied by 1 is equal to 99, is equal to 9. Sorry, it is equal to 9 and 4 and 5. So it is 495. And sir, if I multiply 5 with 99, I will get my answer 495. So it will be 0. So here x is equal to what? 15. See, in this case 99x was the cost price of Ramu, but we have to find out what price Raju sold them to Ravi. At what price Raju sold it to Ravi? At 1100, sorry, at 110x. Raju sold to Ravi at 110x, because we do not know the exact value, that's why you considered it as 100x. Okay, so Raju sold it at 110x, or I can write it 110 multiplied by 15, or 1650. This is the answer. See, I understand this will take some time, to understand this whole question, because we did 2-3 things and you need to remember each and every step. So if you are confused, if you did not get a clear picture about this, then pause this video, get a little back, then understand this whole thing from the beginning. How 100 of cost 100 of Raju become 110 for Rabi, then how 110 for Rabi by selling it at 10% loss is 99 for Ramu, and how 99 of Ramu is same as 100 of Raju. And then you will be able to solve this whole question, and then you will be able to solve this whole question. So I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. If not, you can put in comment, I can explain it again, because unless you understand this whole thing, you won't be able to proceed further. Now, next question. A man buys a toy for 400, sells it a loss of 15%. What is the selling price? I have already told you. Selling price is equal to 100 minus X percentage divided by 100 multiplied by cost price. So 100 minus percentage of loss, that is 15, divided by 100 into cost price, that is 400. 100 minus 15 is equal to 85 divided by 100 multiplied by 400. So 400 will be divided by 100 will be 4. 85 multiplied by 4 is equal to 340. So this is your answer. The selling price of toy after 15% loss will be 340. Or you can simply write loss 15% of 400. 15% of 400 can be written as this, that is 60. So I have to deduct 60. 400 minus 60 is equal to 340. So you can do it this way as well. So 60 is the loss amount. So you can do it in both way. Whichever way you find it easy, you can do it that way. You just need to understand how you are comparing cost price to cost price, selling price to selling price. Okay. This is a homework. Loss, if the loss is okay. Now, Vijay sold a watch at 50% loss. Sales price by cost price is what? 100 minus X by 100. I hope this is clear. Or I had told you loss is equal to what? Loss percentage of cost price. I hope you remember this both thing. So here loss of 50%. Loss of 50% of cost price will be my loss, and my loss is what? 2400, because loss is loss percentage of cost price, you know it. So now 15% of something can be written as 15 by 50 by 100 multiplied by cost price, which is equal to 2400. And if I solve it, 5 2s are 10 and 2 will multiply here. So my cost price will be what? 2400 multiplied by 2, that is 4800. So my cost price is what? 4800. Now in this whole equation, it is written as 100 minus X by 100 is equal to selling price divided by cost price, that is 4800. And X is equal to what? 50. So 100 minus 50 divided by 100 is equal to selling price by 4800. Or I can write 100 minus 50 is equal to 50 divided by 100 is equal to selling price by 4800. And if I solve it, 5 2s are 100 and sell price will come this side. Sales price is equal to 4800 divided by 2, that is 2400. So my selling price is 2400. But if I did not follow this whole path, I could have simply written down, this is my cost price. I will deduct my loss percentage, loss amount, and I will get my sales price. I can do that as well. But why I did this? I want you to understand. I want you to understand that if loss percentage is given, if loss percentage is given, that means you have to try to solve it as quickly as possible. So we understand 50% out of 100 is my loss. 50% out of 100 is my loss. 50 percentage out of 100, it means out of every 100 cost price, you are losing what? Out of every 100 cost price, you are losing 50 rupees. So I can write it as loss by cost price, right? Loss percentage can be written as lost by cost price multiply by 100. I can write it anyway. Okay. So if I will write, if I get an answer or a question like this, that the loss percentage is 50, that means loss by cost price multiplied by 100 is 50%. Now 50 divided by 100 will come this side, it will be 100 is equal to loss by cost price. So I can write this down. Now if I solve this simply, 50 divided by 100 is equal to loss percentage 2400 divided by cost price, and if I solve it, I will get 2 will multiply here, cost price will come this side, it will be 4800. So my cost price is 4800, my loss is 2400, and my sales price is 4800 minus 2400 is equal to 2400. So I can solve it in this way as well without doing all this unitary method. I can simply start with loss percentage and I can solve the whole thing. I can simply start with loss percentage and I can solve the whole thing. I hope now you are learning few tricks, learning few smart steps to solve each and every question. Now you are solving, now you are learning smart steps to solve each and every question. Next question. Finding cost price. So till now we learn what? We learn about profit percentage, loss percentage, how to find out sales price, how to find out everything. And when I was saying sales price is equal to cost price plus X, cost price plus profit, I can say the same thing. Cost price is equal to sales price minus profit. When I was saying sales price is equal to cost price minus loss, I can write cost price is equal to sales price plus loss. If I add sales price with the loss amount I am making, I will get my cost price. In that case, 100 was the cost price for Ram, right? And he lost 20 rupees. What was the sales price? 100 minus 20, that was 80. If I had said Ram sold the article at 80 rupees and he lost 20 rupees, what was the cost price of Ram? You can say, sir, 80 plus 20 is equal to 100. I hope you are getting this point as well. You are losing 20 from what? You are losing 20 from the cost price. So either way you can write cost price is equal to selling price minus profit, or cost price is equal to selling price plus loss. But we will go one step ahead. We'll go one step ahead. And what is that? Sir, we learn one thing. What did you learn? Sir, we learn in the last class, cost price is equal divided by sales price is equal to 100 divided by 100 plus X, or 100 plus profit percentage. and cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. You remember these two things from the last slide. So you will stick to this formula only, because in tougher questions this formula will help you solve each and every question. This formula will help you solve each and every question. Okay, now let's move. Selling price of a toy car 540. Profit made by the shopkeeper, profit percentage is equal to 20%. What I told you, if profit is there, cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percentage. In case of profit it will be plus, in case of loss it will be minus. So here we do not know cost price, and selling price is 540 is equal to 100 by profit percentage 20, 100 plus 20, it will be 100 by 120, 0 will cross out. Now 540 will cross multiply here. So cost price is 10 multiplied by 540 divided by 12. And if I solve it, I will get it 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 12, 6 9s are 54. So it will be 90. 5 multiplied by 90 is equal to 450. So this is my cost price. See how easily we solve it. If you remember this thing, if you remember this formula, you will be easily able to solve such questions. You just need to remember those formula and understand why this formula is happening. If loss was mentioned here, it will be, then the formula will be 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. If 20% loss happen, so it will be cost price by 540 divided by 100 into divided by 100 minus 20% loss. So cost price is equal to 100 by 80. 0 will cancel out. Cost price will be 10 multiplied by 540 will come this side divided by 8. And if I solve, if I divide 550 by 8, it will be 3. I can't simply divide it. So if I solve it by 2, it will be 2. 4 divided by 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. And if I divide this, I will get 135. Okay. And if I divide 10 by 2, I will get 5. So my answer will be 5 5 is 25, 5, 135 into multiplied, 5 5 is 25, 675. So my cost price is 675. You can solve it anyway. So 675 is my cost price when the shopkeeper made a loss of 20% and sold it at 540. So I hope now you are understanding how you are calculating this whole thing. Now, this is a homework for you. This is also a homework. Why I haven't written homework here? Yes, same homework. Find the cost price. Same question. In the previous question it was written as profit. In this question it is written as loss. Profit of homework. Very easy question I am giving you all. You all need to solve these questions, because unless you are implementing whatever the concepts you are learning, it won't be fruitful for your preparation. Everything is clear. Everything is given. You just have to remember the formula and utilize it. Okay. Now, this is a question you need to understand. A shopkeeper bought a computer for 42,000 and a printer for 3,000. He sold both the items together at 51,750. So now your new cost price of both thing will be 42,000 for computer plus 3,000 for printer. It is 45,000. And your sales price is what? 51,750. So your profit will be what? 51,750 minus 45,000 is equal to 6,750. If you solve it like this, you'll get the answer. Okay. Now my profit percentage is equal to profit divided by cost price into 100%. Here profit is equal to 6,750. Cost price is 45,000, not 42,000 or 3,000. It is 45,000 multiplied by 100. 0, 0 will cross out each other. Now if I solve it, 5 9 ja 45, 5 1 ja 5, 1 7 5 3 ja 15, 2 5 5 5 ja 25. Now if I solve it, can I get a number? Yes, I can get a number. 9 1 ja 9, 4 5, 9 5 ja 15. So 15% is my profit percentage. 15% is my profit percentage. I hope now you are understanding how to calculate this question. This is a homework. This is a question. So you will solve this homework. The homeworks I have already given you, because until unless you are solving it, it is no use for you. Now, Malti bought a TV for 8,800. Cost price 8,800 including GST at 10%. This means what? Actual cost price plus GST on cost price. If tax or something is given as, which is known as cost price including GST, then you will write it as actual cost price plus GST on cost price. Actual or original, whatever you can say. Original cost price or GST on cost price. Now, see, for an example, if I say 100 was my cost price and I paid 10% tax. For example, GST I paid 10%. That means what? I paid 10 rupees on every 100 rupees. I paid 10 rupees on every 100 rupees. So I can write GST value is equal to GST percentage divided by 100 multiplied by original cost price. I can write it, or I can write it like this: original cost price plus GST value is equal to cost price including GST. So in this scenario, 100 was my cost price, 10% was my GST. So cost price including GST was what? 110. I hope this is clear from this notion. When 10% GST was implied, so the cost price was 110. So whenever you will be asked, you can write 100 plus tax. So whenever you will be asked like this, tax percentage, you can write 100 plus tax percentage divided by 100. What I'm saying? 100 plus tax percentage divided by 100 is equal to cost price including tax divided by cost price. See, in this case 110 is what? 110 is cost price including GST and 100 is cost price, original cost price. So if I have to find out original cost of the TV, then I just have to simply cross multiply here. So original cost of TV is equal to cost of TV including tax multiplied by 100 divided by 100 plus tax percentage. Here cost of TV including tax is what? 8,800 multiplied by 100 divided by what is the GST rate? 10%. So 100 plus 10. So it is 8,800 multiplied by 100 divided by 110. 0 0 will cancel out. 11 into 8 is equal to 88. So it will be 800 into 10 is equal to 8,000. So what is my original cost? 8,000. And how did I find out? So I find out through this formula. Cost including tax or after tax, you can say. Let me write it very clearly for all of you. Cost including or after tax multiplied by 100 divided by 100 plus tax percentage. So this is how you will be finding the original cost. This is the formula for it. This is the formula for it. I hope each and every one of you are clear about it now. Now, this is the question I am giving you as a homework. Why I am giving you this as a homework? Because we have already solved such questions. Anil sell a car to Beena at a profit, then Beena sell a car to Karan at a profit, and Karan paying this amount of money. Then the cost price for Anil. I have already solved it, so I will be solving this question. Now, same question. It's a homework. Actually, it should be given in your practice sheet book, but it is in this PPT. Don't worry about it. Now, change in cost price. How cost price is changing? So when cost price changes, change in cost price happen only when if cost price plus tax is given or cost price plus any other charges is added. So why or when the cost price will change? Whenever the tax or any other charges will be added with the cost price, it will change the cost price. A new cost price will come. So I hope you are clear about it now. So let's solve a question and understand how it is being asked in examination. So it is saying Mohan bought a table. So for Mohan, the cost price of table, the price he paid was 14,500. He spent 500 on transportation. So he spent an additional charge, that is 500 on transportation. So now the total cost for him is what? 14,500 plus 500 is equal to 15,000. So this is the new cost price. Why you need to find this out? Because if he is selling and if you are calculating profit percentage, then we need to understand what is the actual cost bear by him or actual cost incurred to him. So in order to find that out, we need to add all the expenses with cost prices. We have to add all expenses with cost price to get new cost price and find profit percentage. Okay. Now selling price is what? Selling price is 18,000, sorry. So profit will be what? Selling price minus cost price, that is 3,000. 18,000 minus 5,000 is 3,000. So profit percentage will be profit divided by cost price into 100. So cost price means new cost price. Profit was 3,000 divided by new cost price 15,000 multiplied by 100%. 0 0 cancel out. If I divide 15 by 3, it will be 5. So it is 100% by 5, or as you know, if I divide 100 by 5, it will be 20%. So what is my profit percentage? It is 20%. I hope now you are clear how to find out the new cost price and then how to solve each and every question. Okay, I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Now, Pradeep bought a motorbike for what? 2,65,000. Now he spent 35,000 on it. So his new cost price 550,639,003, 3 lakh. He sold it at a profit percentage of 10. How much did he get? So he get 10% profit. So 10% of 3 lakh, that is 10 by 100 into 3 lakh, that is 30,000. If you solve it, you will get 30,000. You can approach this way, or I have already told you, and then you add cost price to it. So he will get what? 3,30,000. Now, or you can do it what I have told you, cost price by sales price into 100 by 100 plus X. That is the profit percentage in terms of profit is given. So cost price is 3 lakh divided you don't know sales price. So it is 100 by 100 plus 10, that is 110. 0 0 it cross out. So sales price will be 3 lakh multiplied by 11 divided by 10. So 0 0 will cross out, it will be 3,30,000. So how much did he get? He get 3,30,000. You can solve it this way, or you can solve it through this formula. Whatever you remember, you can solve it that way. I hope now this is clear to each and every one of you. Okay. Now, this is a homework for you. Now I will be giving many homeworks to you. Okay. So these are the homeworks you need to solve. If you do not solve these questions, if you do not understand these questions, that will be really tough for you. Or if you find these questions difficult, what we can do? You join SSC Monk official channel. This is the Telegram channel. You post your question. I will solve your doubts. You can do that. Okay. So this is a homework for you. Okay. This is a homework for you. See, it's not that I'm trying to skip anything. My goal is, see, through this series I'm trying to do few things. First, I want to ensure that your conceptual clarity is the best. Then I want to ensure that your approach or how to read question or how to understand question is better. Then I will ensure that you are practicing enough to get a solid grip. Then I will ensure you are solving each and every PYQ. You are capable of that. And then I will ensure your speed is best, so that in a short period of time you can solve many more questions and get selected. So this is the motto, and with this motto I am creating this whole series. I am creating this whole lecture. Okay, so don't worry about it. Right now I am focusing on your concept on approach, and you are on this third level. You are on this third level that you need to practice more. Then PYQ will come, then your speed will improve. Okay, this is again a homework. These are the homeworks. Okay, now I have already shared this, so let me find this out. Okay, I see this is the homework. I have already solved this concept, so let me write it. What we know, ratio of cost price to sales price is 100 by 100 plus profit percentage, or cost price by sales price is what? 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. This is the formula I have already told you, right? So in this case, difference between the selling price of an article at profit percentage of 10 and 15% is 330 rupees. The difference between selling price of an article at profit 10. That means what? If cost price is 100, profit percentage is 10%, sales price will be 110. Or I have already told you can write it like this: 100 and x, 10% profit, it will be 110x. Now, in case of 15% profit, it will be 15% on 100 rupees, so it will be 115x. Now, it is saying that the difference between this profit, that means 115x minus 100x, is equal to what? The difference between the selling price of article at this particular profit is 30 rupees. So if I solve it, I'll get what? 115x minus 100x is equal to 15x, equal to 330. X will be 30 by 15, equal to 2. So if I multiply x, value of x over here, I will get my exact answer. So here, now my cost price will be what? 100 multiplied by 2, that is 200. 10 rupees profit, and 110 multiplied by 2 is equal to 220, that is my sales price. Here cost price is 200, 15% profit, my sales price will be 115 into x, that is 2, that is 230. So this is how you will be solving the question. So now ratio between cost price and selling price, 220 by 200 and 230 by 200, or you can solve it like 22 by 20, you can divide it by 2, 11 by 10, or 23 by 20. Ratio between two selling price, first selling price is 230, second is 220, so it can be written as 23 by 22. I hope you are able to understand how we are finding the cost prices, how we are finding the cost prices. Okay. Next question. Selvi bought a notebook for 250. If he sold, it's not sold. If he sold it at 25% loss, then find the ratio of selling price to cost price. Very simple. I have already told you. Cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 minus x, because loss is there. So cost price by selling price, 100 by 100 minus 25, that is 100 by 75. Cost price, the price he paid for the notebook, that is 250, divided by selling price is equal to 100 by 75. I can divide 100 by 25, I will get 4. I will divide 75 by 25, I will get 3. Now if I cross multiply, I will get 4 multiplied by selling price is equal to 250 multiplied by 3, or selling price is equal to 250 multiplied by 3 by 4. I can do it, I can solve it, but in the question it is written that selling price to cost price. If I do not solve this whole thing, will it make an impact? No, it won't make an impact. See, cost price by selling price. Here what we find out? Here I have put the value of cost price. So cost price by selling price is what? 4 by 3. If I reverse it, if I write selling price by cost price, what will happen? Selling price is 3, cost price is 4. So it will be 3 by 4. Why do I need to solve all this question? I do not need to solve this question. I simply write it this way. And this will take hardly 10 seconds in answering this question and getting 2 marks in tier 1 and 3 marks in tier 2. You need to be smart. You do not need to do all the laborious work. You need to smart. Why do you need to solve this question? You do not need to solve this question. You simply derive everything. You can simply derive everything from this point. Okay? I hope this is clear. The selling price of a plate is 140% of its cost price. Now, selling price is 140% of cost price. I can write 100x% as something as 140 by 100 multiplied by CP. You know, x percentage of n is equal to what? X by 100 into n. Like that. Okay. Now, it is asked what will be the profit percentage. So, in order to find the profit percentage, I need to get selling price and cost price. So, here selling price is what? 140 by 100 into cost price. Can I write selling price divided by cost price is equal to 140 by 100? I can write, okay, because cross multiplication. Now, what is my cost price? 100. What is my selling price? 140. How? This is a property of ratio proportion. So, cost price 100, selling price 140, profit 140 minus 100, that is 40, and I am getting this 40 amount on what? The cost price, that is 100 rupees. So the profit percentage is 40%. Are you able to getting this? Are you understanding, guys? If not, pause it and understand. All the crux are here. All the crux are here. Okay. See, this is a homework. This was an opposite to what we have just solved it. On that particular question, we solved selling price. Here we are solving cost price. Same homework. If selling price of an article is 3 by 4, see, this is written as like this. Selling price is 3 by 4 times of cost price. So selling price by cost price is equal to 3 by 4. I hope now you are able to find out whether it is a profit or loss, because selling price is less. So it will be loss. Now how to find out loss? Cost price minus selling price, that is 1. And loss percentage is loss divided by cost price, that is 4, multiplied by 100 percentage, that is, if I solve it, I'll get 25%. So 25% loss is there. This is how you'll be solving the question. This will take hardly 10 seconds to solve. You just need to understand the language. It is written selling price of an article is 3 by 4 times, means 3 by 4 multiplied by cost price. And I simply take cost price to the left hand side and put it in the denominator, and I find out my answer. See, I'm telling you again, if you do not understand this, I will solve your query in SSC Monk official channel again, but ensure that you are understanding each and every concept clearly. Okay? This is a homework, same as the previous one. It is 8 by 7% of cost price. The same question, 8 by 4. See, why I am giving you multiple questions? So that your grip will be much more stronger. Okay? Selling price, same homework. I will share this class note as well. Profit and loss on selling price. See, till now we used to find profit or loss on what? On cost price. We used to do what? Profit or loss on cost price. Okay. But now we'll be doing what? We'll be solving questions where profit or loss is given on selling price. So here what happened? What used to happen? If cost price is 100, profit is 10. We used to write sales price 110. But if it is only written sales price is 110 and profit is 10 rupees. I can find out cost price is equal to 110 minus 10 is equal to 100, right? I used to find it this way. This way or not? Yes. And I know selling price, cost price divided by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 plus x, right? I know it, right? And x is what? X is my profit percentage. X is what? X is my profit percentage. I know this. So remembering all these things, all these 2 points will be solving your next questions. You just need to remember these 2 things. Okay. The selling price of a book is 855. Loss incurred through sale 10%. I know cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. Cost price selling price is equal to 100 by 100 minus 10. That is cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 90 or 10 by 9. I can write 100 minus 10 is equal to 90. So my ratio of cost price by selling price is what? 10 by 9. So if cost price is 10, selling price is 9, or I can say if selling price is 9, cost price is 10. But here it is written as my selling price is 855 and cost price is not known. So how would I solve it? So I can write cost price is equal to 10 by 9 multiplied by cross multiply 855. I hope you understand how cross multiply is happening. And if I solve it, 9 9s are 81, 4 5 9 5s are 45. So cost price is 950. Now loss is what? 950 minus 855 is equal to loss. So 55 plus 5, 60. 60 into 90. So answer is 95. So what is my loss amount? My loss amount is 95. So this is how you will be solving the question. This is how you will be solving the question. Or whenever we will be learning about ratio and proportion, I will take some things extra for in order to help you understand how by using concept of ratio and proportion we can solve these questions. What is the role or properties of ratio and proportion will happen here, and you can solve this question. Right now you understand the basic, because if I start telling you those concepts, you might see these concepts in other YouTube videos, but this will create confusion in your head. Try to understand the basic first. Practice the basic, then we'll learn each and everything. Okay, that's why I'm here, na. See, it is saying it's a most important question. Selling price is equal to 3 times of loss. What is it saying? Selling price is equal to 3 times of loss. What is the loss percentage? Very simple. You do not have to worry about anything. In terms of loss, what we know? Sir, we know cost price minus selling price is equal to loss, or cost price is equal to selling price plus loss. Now sir, my selling price is 3 times loss plus I have a loss amount. So total 3 loss plus 1 loss is equal to 4 times loss. Sir, my total cost price is what? My total loss price is 4 loss. For an example here, loss is 10 rupees. So my selling price will be what? 3 into 10, that is 30. and here cost price will be 3 into 10, 30 plus 10, because a loss will be added, it will be 40. I hope you are getting the point. Now if I have to find out loss percentage, how would I find out? Loss divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. Now here loss is what? Here loss is 10, because we have taken 10, divided by cost price is what? 40, multiplied by percentage what? 100%. If I solve 100 by 4%, what it will be? It will be 25%. I hope you are getting my point. Why do I need to worry about it? If it has not given anything, how would I solve it? It is given everything. This is a simple question. Selling price is 3 times loss. So for an example, loss is 10 rupees. So selling price will be 3 into loss, that is 30 rupees. And cost price is 30 plus 10, selling price plus loss. So 40 rupees, and my loss percentage will be this much. This is how you will be solving the question. You do not have to worry about this question. Same homework. If cost price of book 92% of its selling price, then what will be the profit percent? Very simple. Cost price is 92% of selling price. That means 92 by 100 into selling price. That means cost price divided by selling price is equal to 92 by 100. So 92 is my cost price, selling price is 100. Now you can find out the profit percentage. See how easy this is. Mixed concept of profit and loss. In this question, profit will happen and loss will also happen. But most important thing, we need to understand profit and loss is calculated on what? Cost price. And we know cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percentage, or 100 by 100 minus loss percentage. You just need to remember this. If you remember this, you will be able to solve each and every question. See the first question. By selling a carpet for 360, first thing, sales price 360, a person incurred a loss of 10%. Cost price, we do not know. Loss percentage 10%. What we know? Cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 minus loss. Cost price is not given, selling price is 360 multiplied by, equal to 100 by 90. 100 minus 10 is equal to 90. So it is 10 by 9. So cost price will be 10 by 9 multiplied by 360. 9 4s are 36. So it will be 40. So cost price is 400. So carpet cost price was 400. Carpet's cost price was 400. Now it is asking at what price should sell it, so he makes a profit of 20%. Now 20% profit on what? Cost price. So 20 by 100 multiplied by cost price will be my profit value. So 20 divided by 100 into cross price 400 is equal to my profit 104. If I divide 400 by 100, I will get 4. 20 into 4 is equal to 80. So 80 rupees is what? 80 rupees is my profit. My cost price is 400. So my selling price will be 400 plus 80 is equal to 480. Or I could have simply used it in the formula, that is cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 plus x. Cost price was 400, selling price was 360. 100 by profit will be 20%. So 100 plus 20 is equal to 120. Okay. So I could have solved it. Here selling price is not given. My apology. Selling price, new selling price. It has asked about new selling price. So if I solve it, I will get the answer. selling price is equal to 400 multiplied by 120 divided by 100. So 1 4 is 100, 480. So I can solve it this way or I can solve it this way as well. You see, right? Only 4 to 5 formulas are required to solve each and every questions from profit and loss. So you are getting my point. Everything is linked to the basic concept that you have in your head. Once it is clear, you can solve any questions, any number of questions. Okay? Now, this is a homework. Do not worry about this was asked in CG. First thing, you should not worry about it. You will simply follow the homework and trust me, once you solve it, you will have ample amount of confidence in you that yes, I did something good. Okay? Now, profit and loss at different sale price. What we used to say? Profit and loss at same sales price or same cost price. Now it will be at different sales price. So let's understand it. A helmet is sold for 1650 at a profit of 10%. Selling price 1650. Profit percentage 10. Nothing to worry about it. Now, cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percentage. So cost price is not known. Selling price is 1650 is equal to 100 by 100 plus 10 is equal to 110. 0 0 will cross out. Cost price will be 10 by 11 multiplied by 1650, and if I solve it, I will get 1 11 11 1 5 0. So it is 1500. See, 1650 divided by 11, 11 ones are 11, 5 will be there, then 5 will come here, 11 5s are 55, it will cross out 0 0, so it will be 0. So 1500 is my cost price. Now it is saying if I sell it at 2100, so my cost price for helmet was 1500, I sold it at 1650 and got 10% profit. But he is saying if I sell it at 2100, what will be my profit percentage? So profit percentage is equal to profit by cost price into 100. Profit is nothing but sales price minus cost price by cost price into 100. So sales price minus cost price is what? Sales price is 2100, because it is saying you are selling it at 2100, minus your cost price is 1500 divided by the cost price 1500 multiplied by 100. So 2100 minus 1500 is equal to 600 divided by 1500 multiplied by 100. 0 0 will cross out. So if I divide 600 by 15, 15 4 just 60, 0 will there. So profit percentage is 40%. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. How did I solve this question? Okay. Now this question is for all of you. First you need to find out the cost price, then find out the loss percentage. Selling price of an article is this. Article is same. Homework. And this time I will share the answers as well along with the homework, so it won't be an issue for all of you. But first you need to watch the video, understand all the basics, then only you will be able to solve these questions. Okay. This is also a homework. Radha purchased a computer table for 10, center table for yes. Now there are two things. So computer table, cost price 10,000 because he purchased it for 10,000 and he sold it at profit percentage 8%. Now he purchased the center table for 5,000. Okay. Now we do not know what will be the, so what is saying, with what profit percent should she sell the center table so as to gain 10% on the whole transaction? What is 10% gain on whole transaction? Whole transaction means the total cost price, that is 10% on 10,000 plus 5,000, that is 10% of 15,000, or 10 by 100 of 15,000, and if I solve it, it will be 1500. So in order to get 1500 profit, I hope you are getting it. 10% gain on whole transaction means 10% gain on the total cost he paid for both the thing. So now 10% on the both thing is equal to 1500. So in order to get 1500, what should be the selling price of center table? So first thing we'll do, we'll find out the selling price of computer table. So as we know, cost price by selling price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percentage, that is 8. Here cost price is 10,000 divided by selling price is not known, 100 by 108. So if I solve it, selling price will be what? 10,000 multiplied by 108 divided by 100, 0 will cross out, it will be 10800. 10,800 is the selling price of computer table. Is the selling price of computer table. Now it is saying total gain should be 1500. So the total sales price will be what? Total cost price plus total sales total gain, that is 16,500. See, in this case total cost price was what? 1500, and we got total profit 1500. So the total sale price is 16,500, and out of this 16,500 you are already paying 10,800 for what? Computer table. So sales price of center table, sales price of center table is what? Total sales price minus sales price of computer table, which is equal to 16,500 multiplied by 10,800, which is equal to 5,700. If you solve it, you will get the answer. I do not want to waste much more of your time with this deduction. Okay. Now it is asking with what profit percent she should sell the center table. So the profit percentage of center table is equal to what? Profit of center table divided by cost price of center table multiplied by 100%. Profit percent of center table is what? Profit percent of center table is sales price of center table minus cost price of center table divided by cost price of center table into 100%. Here selling price is 5,700 minus cost price of the table is 5,000 divided by the cost price 5,000 into 100%. 5,700 minus 5,000 is 700 divided by 5,000 multiplied by 100%. So 0 will cross out, and if I divide 70 by 5, I will get 14% as my answer. I will get 14% as my answer. I hope now it is clear to all how to solve such question. It may take some time because you are starting from the beginning, but once you understand these concepts, you will be able to solve it within 30 seconds. This is my guarantee to each and every one of you. Okay. This is a homework for all of you. So guys, this was all about basics of profit and loss. And I hope you have watched the lecture. Honestly, you have understand each and every question. Now you will do what? You will doing what? Homework and join Telegram group SSC Monk Official and subscribe to this channel. Share with maximum number of students. Like this video, comment on this video, and enlarge this whole family of SSC Monk. Okay. If you have any doubt, then I will be solving it in my Telegram channel. You can post your question. I can solve it. I hope this is clear to each and every one of you. Okay. So see you in the next class, guys.